Yo, Scrappa, you can't be so harsh on the people, them, you know. Let's have the conversation. What's good, everybody? You know what it is? TV Sound System Selector Hype. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you don't know by now, we're just doing everything from TV Sound System, YouTube. Obviously, I'm in my kitchen quite often. This is where I kind of hang out. But eventually, I'll start to just go in different various locations, etc. That will all come to pass. But for now, I'm feel comfortable where I am right now. And nobody's complaining. So it's all good. Now, remember, like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm going to go straight into it again. I'm not keeping these videos long anymore. Gotta say shout out, reach out to Scrappa from SMB Sound, representing down there in London. Now, I am not on social media, as I've been explaining to people. But because I'm not on there, doesn't mean I don't find out. Man's getting the screenshots, them everything. And I thought, you know what? Some of these are just absolute rubbish. But then there are some topics where I've said to myself, this is an interesting one, you know. And we're going to break it down. Also, before I start and continue, if you hear me talking about any other sound system and you don't know who they are, there's two things wrong. One, you must be living on a rock, or two, they're not doing enough to make you know about them. So this is your life. This is just straight to it. Now, Scrappa made a post on his Facebook page and he said, if you are past 40 and you played 5 different sounds in your career and you never built a sound, something is wrong. Is he right? No, I ain't gonna lie, you know. When I first heard it, I laughed, you know. I did laugh to myself. I had a little bit of a chuckle. Then it dawned on me. I was like, hold on a minute, Scrappa. Selector Hype's past 40. I played 2 sounds, not 5. But I didn't build my sound. So, I mean, 2 ain't far from 5. That's what I'm saying. 2 ain't far from 5. So, maybe, did I do something a little bit wrong? I don't know. But I'm going to have a conversation about this because I find it so interesting. Now, first of all, ain't throwing no shade on Scrappa at all. When I read it, and I know it came from him, I kind of understood where he was coming from. If you know Scrappa, he's been doing this from King Tubby's days and putting King Tubby's in a very good position, moving on with SMB, building a sound system, buying dubs. He has put in the work, and that shows his energy, his passion, and so many other different things. And one of the key ones to me was pride. Having pride in what you have and what you've achieved and what you have been through in this industry. So again, I do understand, and I do think there is some truth into what he was saying. But when I was thinking about it again, there's always a debate. There should always be a debate in something. Everything cannot just be completely right. So for me, I just said to myself, I don't know if it's that easy. So I kind of sit back and I just thought, breaking it down, it's going to take resources. It's going to take time. It's going to take energy. It's going to take, sometimes it might take luck, because at the end of the day, when it comes to anything in business, and we're just going to try and focus it on the sound system thing, not everybody starts from the same place. So you can have some sound man, their dad's a sound man. So, they're in the thing already. Then you've got some people them who really love the culture and trying to find their way to fit in, whether it's going to be a DJ, a selector, or MC. Maybe they don't want to be a sound man. Some people are forced into it. I know people them say, yo, that says I got it. Like, they literally say, yo, this way I do, you know. I've seen that happen on various occasions. So again, my thing is, like, everybody starts from a different perspective, and we don't know what their position is when they're doing what they're doing. And again, like when he was saying, I think it's funny when he says when you played like 5 different sounds. Now, back in the day, man played bare sound systems. You know what I mean? Man moved from one sound to another, one sound to another. It is the thing. In modern day times, it shouldn't really be happening as much as we have been seeing it. But then again, who are we to kind of blame? I know some bad, and more time it's the MCs that seem to move. The selectors them seem to stop where they are. And during this time in my career, I've seen a lot of MCs mainly leave to go somewhere else, and then they leave and go somewhere else. And sometimes I have to say to myself, maybe it's not their fault, because obviously they're committed because they keep trying to move from sound to sound. Sometimes maybe, is there another conversation maybe needs to happen? Management side of things. And again, with these MCs and people who move from sound to sound, I kind of get it now, you know, because they have the same passion. They are a vibes. They are an energy. They have something in them that they want to bring to the masses of them in any shape, way or form. So if it's on that sound, I'm going to try. I'm going to put my best in. Don't worry. Oh, I'm going to go and try again. Watch me this time. And I think that is it. I think it's something that we shouldn't technically shun on, but it's something that sometimes it doesn't really look that good. But at the same time, you can clearly see that they are ready to take on the challenges, unless when you leave from one sound to another to go to another, by the third sound, I think you'd be like, blood, this ain't working for me. And the thing about owning a sound system, especially in this time now, and I'm going to sound like one of them newbies who don't respect the culture and this and the other. 2025, you really need a sound system right now in 2025. When I left Jaman, quick story. What? Man, going so low, you know, what? ASS box, yeah, run me them high mids there, top end, yeah. What, amp? Yeah, I'll do them, man, yeah, good. Blah, blah, blah. I was on it, man. Yo, Dubs, I already got the link, all right, good. But when I priced up the thing, I says, nah, I'll find something else to do with these financial riches that I've worked so hard for. So again, some people don't want to have a sound system because not everybody has to have. There's various different ways where you can contribute to this culture, and I don't think just having a sound system is the be end and end all of what's going on. Another thing as well, and this is something where I'm really super kind of want to talk about, is throwing age into the thing. I am throwing age a lot out there right now. I'm saying, yo, I'm 50 this year, you know, like a half a century. I ain't playing with people. I ain't got time to be doing certain things. So at the same time, you can't discredit anybody if they haven't ticked certain boxes that you think should have been ticked. Because overall, that does not make you a failure. You never know what's going to come around the corner. So a man in his 40s right now, anything could change. All right, something could change with me then. My story I just says when they says, yo, you know what, I build it up and I says, now I'll do something else for my finances. Imagine now, boom, bam, man win the lottery. What, a cool 10.9 mil. Trust me, man's been in town again and I'm coming back ruthless. So you never know what's around the corner. So age, I would never kind of say you're too old or you're too young. I think there's got to be a balance where you've got to, whatever you feel, okay, but also you've got to be realistic at the same time. And people have said to me, like, even when I says, yo, I'm done, I ain't done, I ain't going nowhere. So if you're 40s, 50s, 60s, you don't have a sound system, but you still love this culture, you still have a passion, you still spread positive vibes, you still try and support the thing, whatever it is that you're doing in this culture, whatever your age is, you should be absolutely proud of that, especially in the situation where the industry is right now. And kind of basically what I'm trying to say is, like, not everybody's journey is the same journey. And that's what makes sound system so amazing. If we all had the same journey, it would be an absolute boring industry to be in. So hats off to everybody who's in the industry. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it positive. Because at the end of the day, we need everybody. Man can just buy a sound system, but yeah, we still need engineers. We need selectors. We need MCs. We need DJs. We need fans. We need promoters. We need dub plates to an extent. We need the music. So we need all of these things. So it's not just a case of saying, if you haven't got this, something's wrong. Something could be right somewhere else, what they've done. Yeah, and that's it really, you know. Scrappa, big up yourself. I 100% understand what you're saying. You had a lot of people look like it that was commenting and so on forth, as you can see from the screenshot. A lot of people liking, a lot of people laughing. And again, I think you just read something and don't read between the lines. I 100% 100% understood what Scrappa was saying, but I also says it sounds a little bit, unless you was pit directing, if you was calling shots, Scrappa, call the shots, Bridget, because things can go on. But if you're saying on the overall thing, I think there's also going to be another side of the story. So again, big up SMB, my son from a long time. I've been telling people about SMB, so this ain't new to me. And Scrappa knows what's going on. I've been seeing Scrappa from King Tubby's days, clashing alongside him. I watched his movement with SMB. I was telling people about SMB from a long time ago. Last year, we brought SMB to the Wolverhampton Revival Cup clash. Please stop playing with me with this thing, you know. I'm about this. So, well, like I says, when them say me gone, I ain't gone nowhere. TV Sound System, like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Put some things in the comments, man. Let me know what you want me to have a conversation about. Because, like I said, I'm off the radar, you know. But I'm going to be coming with some great content coming your way. So, again, you know the motto. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm out one. Peace.